Alright, what's going on, everybody? Mateo here. Come back with another video. And this video is about top 10 best rappers of all time. The rap videos usually do well on my channel, so I thought I would make another one. This one on the top 10 best rappers of all time. Like I stated, I can make an R&B one or like an electronic music one, like if you guys wanted to. But I'm just doing rappers since it, like, I get the most views. An issue I see with top 10 rappers list is like it's very old head based. Like, bro, if you got Rakim in your top 10, I'm already like saying that it's not valid. Like, let's be honest, it's not valid. I don't care, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about that old shit, bro. That's like of what people are accomplishing now, bro. Like, people are accomplishing more than ever. Like, is there really any argument that Rakim is better than Drake? Like, I don't think so. I had to make this like objective and subjective and greatest and best. Like, it's kind of hard to objectively rate music, but I tried. Like, based on what they accomplished. And I really wanted to put some people like that were my favorites on this list, like Mac Miller and Future. I actually have Future at like number 11. I just couldn't put him over number 10 in my heart. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So number 10, I have Nicki Minaj. Nicki is the only female rapper on this list. No, Lauryn Hill is not here. No, nowhere close to Nicki Minaj. Like, come on, like that's you're ridiculous if you say that. Like, no cap. One album cannot put you in the top 10. From 2010 to 2016, she was the queen of rap. Cardi B kind of shit all over her in their beef, and she kind of took the crown. And now she's like way more popping than Nicki Minaj. The Barbs are not gonna be happy about that, but it's kind of facts. Like, Cardi B is just more relevant than Nicki now. Like, I'm sorry. Nicki really pulled Drake and Lil Wayne for a diss, and it still flopped. Like, no one even remembers that disc, and Bodak Yellow is like a super iconic song. Disregarding that embarrassment with that beef, she has been the queen. She dropped like 80 versions of Pink Friday. They're all pretty fire. She had so many hits. She dropped the Pink Print, which is a great album. Like, every female artist now, like Doja Cat uses her blueprint now. I'm so happy that Nicki Minaj did what she did for music. She's truly an amazing artist, and she deserves her spot here. I think that people underrate her because of sexism sometimes. But yeah, I think she deserves her spot. I wouldn't be mad if you had her a little bit higher. Number 9, I have Drake, and if you disagree with him being here, you're just a hater. Shit that Drake has done for the culture is ridiculous. He came out the gate with classic after classic from 2011 to 2015. Then he became the biggest artist in the world. I still don't really like Views or Scorpion, but like, he accomplished so much shit, like, I have to respect him. CLB was a super overhated album. It was not that bad. It was a decent project with some bangers. Like, he for sure deserves to be here. I think that Drake is underrated a lot because he's just him, bro. Like, he's just him. Like, people just be hating on him just because he's been so successful for so long, and people don't like to see that, bro. But yeah, moving on. Number 8. Number 7 and 8, I have Tupac and Biggie. It's so crazy that Tupac and Biggie are consensus top 10 when they're only active for like 5 years or so, maybe a little longer. They've slipped down a little over the years as there's been newer, better rappers, but they still deserve to be in the top 10. It's preference what you think is higher. Tupac is probably more talented, but they're both amazing. I personally like Biggie more. It's up to you which is better. Like, they both had some of the best albums of all time. Like, Biggie had Ready to Die, which is probably like that's probably a top 5 rap album of all time, no cap. And Tupac had what album did he have? Oh yeah, so Tupac had All Eyes on Me, all right, and he had Me Against the World as well. But Biggie also had Life After Death. So yeah, they both are classics. They're both pretty interchangeable. They both had like a pretty similar impact on their selective areas. So yeah, it's up to you which is better, in my opinion. Like, they're pretty interchangeable. Number 6, I have Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is the biggest powerhouse in hip hop history. He's still super successful, and he's proved he still had it in 2017 with 444, which is a great album. And his discography is just stacked as fuck, for sure. And I need to get into his music more, to be honest. I don't really listen to him that much. He's an amazing artist. He deserves to be here. I don't even really need to talk about why he deserves to be here. He might be top 5, but I don't know. I don't really listen to him that much. I do like a few people more than him. Alright, And now we're getting to the prestigious top 5 greatest rappers of all time. Number 5, I have Andre 3000. I love Big Boy too, but I couldn't put him up here. Andre 3000 did so much for music with Outkast. The Streets are still waiting for a solo album, which I don't think will ever come at this point. But he's made so many classics. Everything they made was just golden. He influenced a lot more than people give him credit for. Like Tyler, the Creator, or like Kendrick Lamar. I feel like we're influenced a lot by him. Just like a lot more of the artistic rappers. He broke a lot of barriers with his music. He pushed the envelope of his music a lot. He broke a lot of boundaries. So I don't think that's the right phrase, but yeah. From Aquemini to their double album, they really couldn't miss, and they fell apart after that. And I don't remember why they broke up. I guess they just had like artistic differences, and like, yeah, they just were done. Not every once in a while for the last decade, Andre's just been dropping amazing features that are crazy good every once in a while. He really still got it. It'd be absolutely insane if he dropped a solo album, but I think that he's done. And honestly, after all of the stuff that he's done for music, I think it's okay that he's done. Like not every rapper has to like be dropping albums until they die at like age 80 or some shit. Number 4, I have Eminem, and the Eminem hate I've seen recently by children is getting outrageous. People saying Mac Miller is the best white rapper. People saying Eminem is not top 10. People saying Eminem is trash. Like, just stop. It's ridiculous. Eminem had the greatest peak of any rapper in history, besides possibly 50 Cent, which I would also have liked to put on this list, but it's just really hard to get on this list, you know? So from 1998 to 2006, he just dropped masterpiece after masterpiece. He kind of came back, and he got worse with like every album he dropped for the most part. He's pretty washed now, but he's still one of the GOATs. Like the recency bias is crazy. Like it's ridiculous if you don't have Eminem in your top 10. You could argue that it's ridiculous if he's not in your top 5, for that matter. Now on to the top 3. Alright, I got Kendrick at 3. Kendrick has the best free mainline album run in hip hop history, except for maybe Kanye. I enjoyed Mr. Merlin and Big Steppers too, but I don't know. I haven't played it as much as I thought I would. He just dropped such exceptional and like groundbreaking music. It's actually crazy. I still think he needs to drop more to be the GOAT. He's dropped a lot of the greatest music we've ever seen, but he just is not consistent enough. He's been on a hiatus for half a decade, and then he dropped a pretty good album. But like, I don't know. I think he needs to drop like another album that's amazing. I think you could probably argue that he's the GOAT. Like if he has 5 like amazing albums, that's pretty hard to argue that he's not the GOAT. Number 2, I have Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has always been number 2, and you could probably argue for him being number 1. Lil Wayne dominated his peak like no one else, except for like 50 Cent or Eminem, which I mentioned earlier. Nobody consistently drops so many ridiculously fire mixtapes like the No Ceiling series, the Drought series, the Dedication series, which are all contending for the best mixtapes of all time. Not to mention his classic Harder album series, which produced some of the best albums ever. He's still dropping great music, to be honest. Like, Lil Wayne's just the GOAT. He's been at it for so long, it's crazy. Like, he's like the Tom Brady for rap, bro. Like, this guy's in his 40s. He's like pushing his 40s, bro, and he's still like killing the game, bro. Like, he's still dropping good features and shit. Like, come on, bro. Lil Wayne's just the GOAT. Alright, before we get to number 1, let's do some honorable mentions. And I have 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent, but he only had like one top 10 rap album, and he can never really top his debut, which is okay. And Nas is kind of up there too, but he's kind of the same as 50 Cent. He could never top his first album. Dr. Dre could be up here, Snoop Dogg. I just don't think they're good enough. I really want to put Future up here since he's done so much for trap music. I also kind of want to put like Gucci Mane or T.I. up here. But yeah, they're like top 20. And they're both trap goats. What else was I going to say? The Game is great too, but just not good enough, in my opinion. He's maybe like top 20, top 30. Tyler, the Creator, could be here with 2 more great albums, but I don't know if I can consider him a rapper anymore. But yeah, I feel like he's still a rapper. Yeah, I think that's everybody that I needed to say. Probably a bunch of old people that I forgot type shit. Yeah, moving on. Number one has to be Kanye. The College Bear trilogy is full of tens. He revolutionized rap of 808s. Made one of the best albums ever with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Made albums with Jay-Z, Kid Cudi, who he helped put on. He kind of made a album with Future with Donda too, but I don't really know what's going on with that he revolutionized rap again with Yeezus after making like two groundbreaking albums that influenced the next decade, which is pretty crazy. He's still been keeping up with the new generations. Like, his longevity is really crazy. He's like the LeBron of rap, bro. Like, the old heads love him, the new guys love him, and everyone in between also loves him. Like, who doesn't love Kanye besides like his personality? He's still pretty controversial, but like, is he really blackball? Like, people like hate on him, but like he still has 21 Grammys. Like, can you really say that he's like blackballed and controversial if he has 21 Grammys and he's still getting Grammys? Like, do people really hate him as much as they say they do? But regardless, yeah, he's done so much, and he's still doing so much. Even recently with Donda, which I think is a great album. He deserves the GOAT spot, in my opinion. I don't think he's uncontested. Like, there's certain people that you could say were the GOAT. Like this is subjective. Like, do remember that. Like, this is opinionated. So, like, this is not facts. Like this is not the objective best, but it's pretty objective. Alright, that's my list. I hope you enjoyed my list. You might disagree with me in a few spots, and that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. Some are more false than others. Like, some are, like, objectively bad. But, yeah, that's my list. So, thank you guys for watching. Alright, Mateo out.